Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys don't know who I am, that's where you've landed. If you know who I am, welcome back. All right, today I am showing you guys how we made this adorable antler glitter rose gold plaque. I actually made this live on Facebook, so what you're gonna be seeing is clipped out parts of the tutorial that was just the tutorial. If you're wondering why I comment to people or talk like I am talking to somebody in the videos, it's because this was actually a video I shot live, and you can join me on Facebook every Tuesday, 10 a.m. PST, and then I also have Crafting with the Hubs on Thursdays at 5 p.m. If this is way too much information, check out antitay.com, and I've got my schedule and all the links to everything you want to know, and let's just get going on this craft. So anybody who uses antlers in all of their decorating, like Gaston, probably didn't kill a reindeer or they're not, what are these antlers from? Just deer? So you don't kill deer to get their antlers, they actually shed. So I learned that. So this is a family-friendly craft. This is not harming any animals, even though these are plastic and they're from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Where did I get these guys? I got them at Michael's. These are glittered antlers, which we're also using these glitter flowers that I also got at Michael's. Ugh. Michael's has this new like rose gold section in their Christmas flowers, and I am obsessed with it. So I wasn't sure, so I got this wood thingy-mabob at Michael's as well. I think everything is from Michael's. I got the apple barrel from Plaid, which you get at Michael's, and then we're using the Lure DIY paintbrush, which you also get at Michael's. I swear this is not sponsored by Michael's. It's just where all this stuff comes from. And we're also using some water and a cheap brush that I have to mix this together because I didn't want to ruin the beautiful Lure DIY brush by using it to mix. So I'm going to use my other brush to mix. Okay, so we're going to start by making a paint stain, and that's where you just mix water and paint together and use it like a stain. It's a lifesaver because who has time to go get a bunch of stain in every single color that you want when you can just make it with paint, you know? So I'm just going to take my water, which is probably about this full, and I'm just going to add some paint and keep adding it until I get it to a color that I like, I guess. It just has to be watery, muddy looking, like super muddy looking paint. And then you can also store this in a container later so you don't have to just waste it. You can store it and keep it as a paint stain. But I'm getting it to a pretty, it looks like chocolate milk. Yeah, that's a good comparison. When it looks like chocolate milk. I'm gonna test this on the back, I think, to see if it's the color I want. So, oh yeah, that's kind of pretty. I kind of wanted it a little darker. So the nice thing about using a paint instead of an actual stain, especially when it's an acrylic paint, is it's quick drying. So it'll dry pretty fast, and then things adhere to it a lot better than an oil-based paint. The oil-based paint is fine to use, but you'd have to let it dry probably at least 24 hours and make sure it's completely dry before you stuck anything on it. This again because I made it a little darker, and you're gonna see that you can do a few layers because it starts to dry and it looks actually like you stained the wood. And then the nice thing about this is it goes so fast and it's so easy to like paint it. All that unfinished wood stuff that's at Michael's, this is a great way to do it. And I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but I have a ton of wine boxes sitting around my house that I use, and I've always wanted to stain them. But again, that whole staining process has kind of kept me back from that, and I don't know why I didn't think to just do this, because I could do it in like an hour. I could probably stain all those boxes, paint them. It's great. Which really, guys, crafting, everybody can be good at. Just jump in and do it. Stop being afraid. Stop calling yourself not crafty. Just get in there and do it. The fluid was low, so the mechanic had to get on the plane, so people were not able to get their bags off the plane and get them on their new flights, because when a mechanic is working on your plane, you can't go on the plane and try to get bags off, because the plane will fall on the mechanic, because I'm sure he was right under the wheels, and he probably had like his music in it, his earpod, whatever going, and he was having a grand old time. You're not getting your bags off the plane. That was just the way I pictured it. We don't want the mechanic to have the whole plane fall on him, so don't get the bags. It's okay. Okay, So I'm thinking this, I'm going to tack this with hot glue and go in afterwards with some E6000 because we want this to stay, and these are very heavy. So I'm going to get these how I want them, and I don't want them to be laying the same exact way because they look weird that way. It looks like it's two exact same antlers because they are. So I'm going to get them how I want them, and then I'm going to try to get these little guys flat so that I can adhere them, and then we're going to cover them with the flowers. I'm just going to start breaking these off while this dries a little bit more because I don't think the hot glue will stick to it if it's wet. Look, it's kind of hard to see. Do I do the leaves as deer ears, or do I do them as like more like accent ears? Okay, I'm going to attempt to glue these on. Did anybody tell me where I should put the ears? Where these? We can wait till the end. Deer ears. Okay, we're going with deer ears. I got 3 comments in a row. Deer ears, 4 comments in a row. So I'm going to put piles of hot glue and let it go under and over these guys, and I'm just going to let it sit and hold this bad boy on in all areas of its life because that is how we're going to get it to stay. And then I am going to throw some E6000 on this once I'm completely done. Hot glue's like, whoa, buddy, why are we going so fast? Thing. Okay, I'm going to just douse that thing with hot glue. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? So I just layered hot glue under and over to hold this on. Anything that has texture, hot glue does a lot better with because it's almost like sanding something. Like when you sand something, the paint sticks to it better. Viewers. Okay, I'm just going to slide these into the mounds of hot glue I already have going on, if there is hot glue available. Nice thing about this hot glue gun is it's high temp, so it doesn't string as much, and it doesn't dry very fast, so you've got a lot of time to manipulate your project that you're working with. Putting these 3 things on. So this little project probably cost me under $15 to make a cute little custom board for like maybe a little girl or something who's being born. Ow! I burned myself. Guy is a little off center. He's like over here, so I might staple in a new piece of twine. Can you see what I'm saying? It's on like the left side or the right side or whatever. I might staple on a new piece of twine here and here, or even here and here, so that it stays centered and you can hang it like that. Look at that, guys. What another fun fall craft we made. This was not a dollar store craft by any means, but it is very cute and it's very farmhouse. Everything today is from Michael's. Yes, everything. So one-stop shop, and you guys can make this. You could also do it in other colors. They have so many cute Christmas things. These are in the Christmas section. It's so cute, huh?